Aloha, you're listening to the Traveller's Ukulele Gig Guide podcast, where we talk to people about travel and ukulele. I'm your host, Shirley-Ann. Welcome. Today we're yarning with Cath McCourt, a self-confessed human capo, WEBUM and multi-instrumentalist, hailing from Brisbane, Australia. Cath's travelling yarns are fresh off the map, as she's only recently embarked on living her dream life with new mobile bestie, Babette. If you're visiting the West End pub in Brisbane on the first Tuesday of the month, you'll most likely find WEBUM Cath leading the night's ukulele jam. Cath is a long-time member of the Brisbane Ukulele Musicians Society, the mother bump for all affiliated subgroups. Don't you love the acronyms that come out of ukulele groups? Listen now as we hear Cath's yarns from the road. Today we're talking to Cath. Hi Cath.
Hi Shirley-Ann.
How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Okay, fantastic. Cath, you're here with me in Cairns, live in the studio in Babinda. It's a beautiful place to be. But you're not from here, are you?
No, I come from Brisbane. Vegas.
Vegas. Cath, is that where you're originally from?
Yes, born and bred.
Oh, really?
And I work just over the road from where I was born.
Oh, fantastic. You don't get out much?
No.
Well, that's not true, is it? Because you're 2,000 kilometres away from home.
I am.
Fantastic. Cath, how did your journey with music start?
Well, I was kind of like 5 years of age when my brother and I stole our other brother's guitar and we taught ourselves how to play. So I've been playing guitar for many, many years.
Fantastic. Is that the only instrument you play?
Well, nowadays I play ukulele and I play U-bass, which is a bass that's the size of a ukulele, and mandolin.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So you must have pretty nimble fingers.
I do.
Okay.
I have played a 12-string for 30 years, and 12-string guitar, that is.
Amazing, really good. And Cath, did you teach yourself how to play these instruments? Do you just play by ear or do you read music?
Yeah, I can't read music, but I play by ear.
Fantastic.
And so I'm a human capo.
What does that mean, Cath?
Well, I mean, if you want to change the tone, well, you've got to transpose. So if you want to start the song with C, you don't like it, it's too low, you go to a D.
That's good. And so transferable skills from guitar to ukulele?
To ukulele, and then I fell into bass.
Okay, all right. Do you play by yourself, or have you always played by yourself, or have you been in bands, or?
Well, I originally had played always at the campfire. It was always me. You know, growing up in my 20s and 30s, and then I fell into bands, and I was mostly the guitar player in the bands and harmoniser.
Oh, fantastic. So you can sing too?
I can sing.
That's important, isn't it?
Yes.
If you're a musician, it's a good sidearm to have.
It is.
Okay, so you're from Brisbane. You've been playing music by ear since you were 5. You can play a variety of stringed instruments. And where does ukulele come into it?
Well, I went into this music shop one day and I saw a little guitar in the window. And I went, gee, that'd be fun to play. So he got it down for me. And I went, it's only got 4 strings. He said, yes, it's a ukulele. And so after I learned how to spell it, I played it and haven't put it down since.
What's the attraction? What's the attraction? And you know, I'm just going to preempt this a little bit. You did say you played 12 strings and now you've gone down to 4 strings.
Yes.
Can you tell me, can you get the same richness, or is it a different sound that you get from the ukulele, obviously, to the bigger instruments? Tell me how it works for you.
Well, the bigger instruments have got more strings, obviously, and you get a lot more bass from them. So when I went over to ukulele, it was so high. And I thought, gee, what am I going to do? And then all of a sudden, you can get these strings now that are lower octaves. So that's why I put the low G onto my ukulele, and it was almost like a guitar.
Okay.
So
ukulele is like Goldilocks porridge bowls. There's small, medium, large, and almost a guitar.
Yeah.
Which sized instrument do you prefer?
Well, being previously a guitarist, we kind of go for the tenors. So they've got a longer neck, so you can get right up top of the neck. And, and do alternate chords to, say, C, F, G. You can do it on the 8th and 9th frets.
Cath, there are more chords than C, F and G?
There are. I have about 42 in my repertoire.
Ooh, 42 listeners. How many chords do you know?
And beyond that, and I can't say that I've learnt it all, because there are still new chords that I find, even more than these.
Da, 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 da. That's fantastic. Can I just come back around to my previous question about playing solo or in groups or in bands? How did you get introduced, can I say, to the ukulele circuit?
Well, I saw the advertisement, saw ukulele, and I was looking up who does ukulele, and I came across this group called BUMS, and it stood for Brisbane Ukulele Musicians Society.
It's a bit naughty, isn't it?
Yes.
But
BUMS.
it actually is true. Folks, if you didn't know, there is the naughty acronym of BUMS for Musicians Ukulele Musical
yeah.
Society.
And also, I formed a band there, and we called it BUMS, the bottom line.
I love it. I can see so much potential. We're going to swing back around, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that big group later on. But can you tell me about how you got introduced to your festival travelling circuit? How did you build skills in your ukulele journey?
Well, yes, I think it mostly just started when I started playing bass in the bottom line band. And then I thought, gee, we're so good, I reckon we could go to some festivals. But, everyone was working and no one could do it. So I joined up with this fellow called Ben Hur, and he was a musical star in the ukulele world. So, and he said, gee, I'd like it if you played ukulele and bass for me. And I said, oh, I can do that. So we went to the Cairns Music Festival, Cairns Ukulele Festival. Actually, that's probably where I first met you.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, it was 2012 or something like that.
13, 14, 16, I was still here.
Yeah. And so then we toured around, and we went to Melbourne and the Blue Mountains, Newcastle, and Brisbane, and I had just a wonderful time seeing all, the east side of Queensland and New South Wales and Melbourne. And then when I came back, I started to form my own bands.
Mm. All right, I'm just going to check in here at this point. So, prior to getting into your own pop-top vehicle, which we'll talk about a little bit later, you were already travelling the ukulele circuit because you can, because there are different events around the country that you can go to, and because you had an act, would you say?
Yeah, had a great act.
Fantastic. How many people were in the act?
Well, the bottom line had about 15, which was great. And we first went to Newcastle, and we noticed that some of the main acts, they didn't have books in front of them.
Mm.
So we went back and we thought, we want to look professional like that. So we all learnt our lines. I mean, it was easy for me because I always know the chords, but trying to learn your lines is pretty hard. But we all did it, and then when we went back the following year, we were a hit.
Wow, fantastic. So you weren't using your books. You saw that in front of you and you thought, we aspire to that.
Yes.
And you did it. You worked at it.
Yeah.
It took you a year, but you did do it.
Yeah.
And you went back and you were a hit.
Yeah.
Well done. That's fantastic.
And that was at the ukulele festival because that's what they do there.
Mm. What do you think the value is of not having music stands and music books? Tell me.
Well, like I said, you look more professional. You know what you're doing on stage. And yeah, it's just rehearsing everything. I mean, it's easy for me. I can just do the chords, but, you know, it's those words. And when you get older, sometimes they fall out of your head.
Tell me about it. Look, it's something that you can aspire to, travellers, listeners, but it's not important. If you need your iPads and your iPad Pros and you need your words to be able to belt out that tune that's got 500 words in the chorus and the bridge when you loop around 3 times, like Rock and Robin, isn't that a format and a half? Rock and Robin. You just put those words up there. No one's going to judge you in the world of ukulele.
And I think too, having an iPad really looks neat. And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying not to use your words or anything, you know, iPad or your book. But yeah, it was just the following bands that I got into, and, you know, that's what we did. We love music. And yeah, so I had a couple of bands going, but things change and people move into other bands. So yeah, so I thought, what am I going to do after the club and when I retire?
So this is an interesting sort of thought that comes about, you know, being a creative, a music creative, things do change and the landscape changes. Festivals come and go and groups come and go and your demographic sort of changes. So in your time of playing ukulele, let's say has it been 10, 15, 13 years?
13 years.
13 years. With all of the practice and all of the travel and all of the connections that you've made along the way, what's the most important reason for doing that? If you were to give a little travel tip to beginners or newbies, why would you encourage them to get up in front and get up close to that microphone?
Well, you've got to build your confidence. And I find that, you know, when a lot of people retire, especially husbands and wives, when they've got that one thing in common, they can both do ukulele. They can go to day sessions or night sessions, and they'll always have the support of each other, or friends, all get together. And it's the best thing that I ever did was to pick up that ukulele, because it just changed my life.
That is fantastic. I'm going to give you a high five just for that.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Well done. Okay, so ukulele groups or playing ukulele gives you an activity to do on your own. You can do it professionally. You can do it as part of a group. You can travel with it. Already it's stacking up very high on the why not list. Okay, so now what will we talk about next? I think we should talk about the travel component, because this is the Travelers Ukulele Gig Guide podcast. We talk about people, we talk about travel, the things they've seen, the places they go to, and where they find ukulele people to play with. So you're from Brisbane and I'm in Cairns. What have you seen, Cath, along the way?
Well, to get up here, I had to go and get my van. I was looking for it, and it took me 2 years to find it. And then I retired and I found the golden goose.
Oh, tell me all about it. First of all, has you got a name?
It's Babette.
Babette, as in Babette's Feast?
Yeah, that's it.
I love it.
Yeah, and so it's a Toyota Corolla pop-top high-ace van.
What's a pop-top?
It's a pop-top, so I don't bump my head when I get in the van. So
because you're so tall?
Because I'm so tall, 5 foot. And I can pop the top, and it's got everything in there I need, like a bed. It's got a fridge for my coldies, and it's got a stove, and plenty of place to put all my stuff. And if I want to get out in a hurry of a night time, I just run in from the back into the driver's seat and I'll just drive off.
There you go. Any hint of trouble, travellers, and she's in that hot seat and away.
And I'm gone.
Cath, gee, I had a question there. Oh yes, and it is this. How many ukuleles can you fit in a pop-top?
Well, I have had 3 guitars in there, 2 U-basses and 4 ukuleles, because I also lead jams along the way. And I have projectors and screens and all ready to just start a jam wherever I go.
So you're a mobile pop-up ukulele eventster?
Yes, you could say that.
I think I've just made that up, but
What's
I
the
think it's
acronym?
you. I think that's you, Cath.
Yeah.
Just travellers, dial an eventster. If you look in the dictionary, you'll see Cath McCourt. Yeah, fantastic.
And I that one song that really offends me, 5'2", Eyes Are Blue. I'm not 5'2", I'm 5 foot. But wherever I go, I always play it, and everyone loves that song.
Look, travellers, we all have a song like that, don't we? We all have a song that we can't bear playing anymore because we've been playing it since the 1970s. But no matter where you go, everybody, somebody in the crowd's going to pick it. You know what my song is? Sleep Jumpy.
Oh,
no.
Yes, yeah.
I've been singing it since I was 15, under duress.
Yeah, and not to mention pearly shells.
Cath, you've got your pop-top, you're retired, you've left Brisbane, you've got a dream, you're on the road. So, after Brisbane, where did you go to next?
Well, I did my very first free park all on my own at big town Maryborough. and then from there I went up to Miriamvale. Then I got to Bundaberg, and they have this wonderful caravan park there, and they have a fire every night. So I thought, I'm going to get my ukulele out. And then we all played around the campfire.
Okay, there's a couple of details I want to check in here, travellers. First of all, what is a free camp?
Well, a free camp is you just go into this free camp. It'll be on wiki camps, you can look them up. Mm-hmm. And so a free camp is that you just go in and you have to be self-containable.
Oh, okay. So all your bits and pieces are in your pop-top.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is you're in.
Yes.
Okay.
So like, but sometimes they will provide toilets.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, but you have to have those home sponge baths.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah.
And then after Maryborough, it was Miriamvale.
Miriamvale, that was another free park, and then then I got to Bundaberg, of course, and that's A-OK, that place, and it's really nice. It's a proper caravan park.
Okay, all right. 2 free parks, and you can get to a proper caravan park in Bundaberg. Yeah,
In Bundaberg.
A-OK.
And then also we camped at Moore Park. That's another one you can look up in Wiki, and that's great. It's like being on the set of Cocoon, but you know, a lot of older people go there.
Cath, I just want to check in with you right there and then.
Mm-hmm.
We're all on the set of Cocoon, aren't we, travellers? Okay, all right. So if I go to Moore Park, is this where I find Tanby?
Oh no, from there we went up to Rocky, and then out from Rocky you head towards Yeppoon.
Oh.
And a half an hour before you get to Yeppoon is Tanby.
Oh, miles off, travellers. Don't listen to me. Ask Celia.
And it's just a home stay, so you've got to, be self-contained again. Although if you pay $5, you can have a toilet and shower a night.
Okay, can I just check in? Tanby, that you can find on Wikicamp, it's a new business, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty well new. It's
Okay.
only been happening this year, I think.
Okay, fantastic.
And soon will be a big park, but for now it's just, you go there self-contained, and then you can do day trips to Yeppoon. Like we did, we left our vans there, we drove into Yeppoon, and we took a ferry to Keppel Island.
Fantastic. Okay, tell me, do you have any hints or any gold for that area? Yeppoon, Keppel, Tanby.
Well, Tanby, the goal is that I looked out my window and saw a bull and a goat and they're best friends.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, wonderful stay there in Tanby, and then Yeppoon, I had gone there many years ago and it's all changed. And but Keppel Island was the golden goose going over there, and they had gluten-free food.
Da, 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 da.
Couldn't believe it.
That's so important if you need it. I don't need that. I can just eat whatever I want, as you can tell. But for those people that have some health concerns, gluten-free is a rare find.
Yeah, and the menu was extraordinary. And or you can have grilled fish and chips, and I was never hungry.
Tell me, Cath, did they have gluten-free pasta?
They had gluten-free pasta.
Come on, travellers, get on out there. Keppel Island Resort has gluten-free pasta. I'll give you another high five for that one.
Thank you.
That's a bit of gold. Now, I just want to check in also, because I might have glossed over it before, but Tanby, they have a little activity at night time, don't they, Cath?
Oh yes, well, we just happened to let it slip that we're ukulele players. So the fellow came down and he put on a huge big fire. He puts it on every night for the patrons, and we can go along and bring your cheese and bickies and wine. And he said, and we've also got a band here called the Has-Beens, and we entertain them for the night.
Oh, you were the Has-Beens?
Yeah, we're the Has-Beens.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, but it was a name you gave yourself.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's fine. I just thought, well, that's just rude.
No.
As long as you called yourself that.
We like that name.
So that was lovely. So you just went around the circle playing a song, or you entertained everybody?
Oh, well, we just sat there and we just played, and everyone sang along.
It's marvellous about, a marvellous aspect about travellers, is that everybody comes out at dusk with their little cocktail o'clock.
Yeah.
And they have it's a very social thing, isn't it?
It is.
Travelling, connecting.
People let their guards down.
Fantastic.
Right.
Have some yarns, make some new friends. And there's music involved as well.
Yeah, and also when we were on Keppel, the lady said, "Oh, you're the three that played at Tanby. I've heard all about you." So there you go. News travels.
That's good. That's fantastic. Well, I hope when you get back they'll give you some money. Or
free park.
Or a free park. Wouldn't that be nice? Just instead of playing for food, you're going to play for a bed.
Play for a bed. Well, he did give us free food.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So he's very lovely, the fellow. Yeah.
Now, you're travelling on your own. That can be a little bit scary, but in ukulele world and in the travellers world of ukulele, you meet lots of different people. Have you met some special musical people along the way?
I have. There's these sisters called Eve and Marion, and I was at one of the music festivals, and here they were playing ukulele and bass, and they were singing and harmonising. I said, "You do everything I do." And they said, "Oh, we're up here from New South Wales. We always spend the winter in Queensland, and we're going up north next year." That was last year I met them, and I said, can I tag along? They said they'd love it. So that's what we've been doing. We've been, camping together, and then we'll go off on our own little tangents. They've gone to Mackay and I've gone up here to Cairns, and then we're going to meet again in Bundaberg, and that's what we've been doing, because I'm a very social person. And also we've been going to ukulele clubs of the night, at the community centres mainly in Bundaberg and Maryborough, and then we're going to 1770 soon.
That's good.
And they've got a community centre there.
Fantastic. So how do you find out where all the ukulele groups are?
Well, you get onto the Travellers Ukulele Gig Guide.
Really?
And that's where you're going to find all these groups.
Is it in a list in the file section?
It's in the list in the file section.
So it's a work in progress, isn't it, Cath? It's only got 120 groups across the country, but the best thing about that list is that community is feeding into it. So it's as updated as we can keep it.
Yeah.
So the more people that drop their details in social media, the Travellers Ukulele Gig Guide Facebook page, the more up-to-date we can keep that information for you.
Yeah, it's very handy. So I've just been checking it out, where my next point of call is going to be.
Fantastic. Yeah, there's some real stories coming in there. Okay, well done to your has-been group. I don't know, will you think about changing the name?
We call ourselves the Camping Travellers.
Oh, the Camping Travellers. That's
You know,
great.
something unique.
Okay, well, congratulations to you, Eve and Marion. The Camping Travellers has-beens, I hesitate to say it.
Yes.
But it's wonderful. Now, let me see if I've got, is there anything you want to recap in about your story? Oh, I know what we haven't really spoken about. You've come up to Cairns, all the way up to Cairns, and you're visiting people around here, and then you're going to go back down and you're going to revisit some of these places and meet up with some of your friends, Eve and Marion particularly. But when you get home, when you go back to Brisbane, because you do have a home down there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't just live in a car.
No, I'm not ready to live in a van yet.
No, okay, all right. So you're not homeless. You've got a home on the ground in Brisbane. Yep.
Yes.
So when you're home, where do you go and play ukulele?
Well, I am still with Bums. I'm a life member, and now they've asked me to run the West End side of Bums. So
is that WEBUM?
That's it. West End Bums.
Right. WEBUM.
It's once a month.
Oh, yeah.
At West End Bums.
Okay, great. WEBUMs.
That's it. WEBUMs.
Where do you meet?
And we meet at the Archive, the Loft, if you look that up, or go onto the Bums, Brisbane Bums site, and they'll have all the ukulele clubs there. But mine is the second Tuesday of every month from 7 to 9. And you just come along with your ukuleles. You can have your meals downstairs, you can bring your drinks upstairs and your meals, and we all play. Fantastic.
So are you playing songs from the Orange Book and the
Oh no,
book?
no, that's Cath's. No, I make all those songs up myself from listening to the radio, and or I'll be in a shopping centre and I think, I really like that song, so I Shazam it, and then I go home and I do it all up. So everyone loves all my songs because I've always got surprises.
So when you say you do it up, you're projecting word charts?
Yeah, well, I'm doing up all the songs and putting the chords there and all the box shapes so you can play those chords.
But you're projecting it on a wall?
I'm projecting it on a wall.
Okay, so yeah. Travellers, you just go there, any entry fee?
If you're a Bums member, No, but if you are coming in, it's $10 for the night.
$10 for the night, traveller. Get yourself to Archive, i.e. the loft, which is the upstairs room. Grab a meal, get a drink, go upstairs with your ukulele and your special squeeze. Find yourself a great seat and then play along to Cath's Super Pick Jukebox. Sounds like fun. I should get down there.
Great.
I'm totally going to go down there.
I hope you do.
Oh, when is it? It's once a month on a Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Second Tuesday of every month.
Second Tuesday of every
So I'll be there
month.
September, so get yourself there.
What date? September?
Ew.
Whatever the second Tuesday is in September, travellers. Ooh, put that into your itinerary. It's going to be very good. Cath, this has been a great story yarning conversation. Do you have any other gems that you'd like to share with the travellers?
Well, yeah. Please reach out if you see me on Facebook, Cath McCourt. And if you've got some super clubs you think I might like to visit, I'd love to hear from you.
Sorry, Cath, did you say soup as in chicken?
No, I'm vegetarian. Super clubs.
Super clubs.
Super clubs is my accent. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. And being with these two sisters, they're a little older than me, so I'm getting to learn a lot of songs that I've missed out on.
That's even Marion. Even Marion.
Yeah.
So look for the three has-been camper extraordinaire. Travelling in convoy together.
Travelling in convoy with our CBs.
I mean, it's fantastic. Oh yes, the CB. What is the ukulele channel, if there is such a thing?
19.
No, 19. That's the ukulele traveller.
Well, I'd say it's the Caravan Travellers channel.
Okay, fair enough.
19.
There's a little bit of gold. You can just tune into that. If you've got your CB radio, turn on to 19, play a little chord and say hello out there. You never know what you'll find. You might find Cath McCourt.
That's a big 10-4, buddy.
I love it. Okie dokie do. All right, so today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. You're doing a little bit of travelling around tomorrow, aren't you?
I am, but going up to Kuranda and right up to the mountains up there, check out some property up there. And then from next week I'll be heading down to Townsville again, which, by the way, is beautiful. And they have wonderful bike tracks.
Do you have a bike attached to your top?
I've got a fold-away bike. It lives in the front.
Fantastic.
And I put a hat on it so people think I've got someone else in the car.
Oh, that's a handy hint. Solo travellers, solo
blanket
lady
over
travellers.
that and a hat.
Oh, I love it. Because, you know, it can be a bit scary travelling on your own, can't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can.
Okay, I love that idea. And then after Townsville, what? Where?
And then I'm going to fabulous 1770. I've always heard about it, but never been there. So I'm going there.
1717. There's a ukulele group there, isn't there?
There is.
Is it yummy or awesome?
Well, I mean, it's just people around the community centre again, and they're all just together playing.
Oh, you
so
don't
that's
know.
why we're going there Thursday.
Awesome. It's awesome. Agnes Waters, ukulele musicians.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Of course I knew that it was on the list.
That's right.
Number
There you
28.
go. There you go, Cath. Okay, that's fantastic. And you know, I am drilling in there because that is holds a place of that area holds memories for me. I used to work there, had kids there, but they have a great music scene in the White Bay Burnett, don't they? Harvey Bay.
Yeah.
Maryborough, you've heard about them, haven't you?
Yeah, Maryborough.
Bundaberg. And 1770. Oh, just keeps on getting better.
And they come down sometimes to our ukulele festivals in Brisbane.
Oh, that's fantastic. The festivals that you have at BUMS, are they every year or are they biannual?
Well, we try to do every second year, and then the other sister club of ours is Newcastle. So they have theirs, and then the next year we have ours. And so, yeah.
That sounds good.
I've been to every one of them.
So, Cath, we're going to wrap up now. After 1770, what's next?
Yeah, oh, well, then I'm off to Bundaberg again to Moore Park, because living in Brisbane, all you have is the Brisbane River, and I want to see the sea. And so we get out there with our deck chairs and our ukuleles and put our feet in the sand and we play. So we're staying there for a week and then mosey on down to Bribie. There's a little festival there that I'll be running jams there for people. And then I'm going to Newham Creek. There's a big music festival there, and then I'll be going down south.
Well, this is good. Now, where's Newham Creek?
Newham
Can you
Creek.
spell it for me?
Neurum. I like those last three letters.
R-U-M.
Newham.
Bum, 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 bum.
Newham, and it's out from Woodford. If you head towards Woodford from Brisbane, it's only about an hour's trip from Brisbane, and it's just a big place there, a campsite where you can bring your caravans or tents, and they just have a little folk festival. And so then after Newham we'll be going to Valor Beach, which is Valor Beach is in New South Wales, past Coffs Harbour.
Yes, and so it's more beach and more ocean and more ukulele.
Ukulele.
It's Valor Beach.
Ukulele overdrive.
Ukulele overdrive. And this year, folks, it's been great talking to Cath McCourt today. She's one of our, in fact, congratulations to you. You are the very first Travellers Ukulele Gig Guide podcaster. Is there such a word?
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's wonderful that you gave us some time to be interviewed and talk to us, yarn to us about your journey so far. Mahalo for that. Cath, you're going to play us a little song. It's an original, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Type of Girl.
Type of Girl. Oh, it sounds interesting. You wrote it?
I did.
Fantastic. All right, take it away, Cath.
Always been the type of girl to give my life and heart away. You wouldn't believe the change. Couldn't do enough to please you. Ran around and tried to find a way you'd love me true. But here I am, da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. Working, running, living, loving. Now my life is quite refreshing, but I had to waste my time. But I was learning, yearning, turning to the type of girl I am. Wanting you again, but here I am. I'm on my own. I hear you say, girl, you're doing it your way. Yes, it's my way. Da da da, da da da, da da da.
Thank you so much. Mahalo.
Thank
Aloha,
you.
travellers. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.
Thanks for listening, travellers. Don't forget to subscribe, follow or click notifications on your preferred platform so you don't miss a yarn. We're posting a new episode every Wednesday morning because it's a great hump day, pick-me-up kind of a podcast. Thanks for listening. This is Shirley-Ann. Aloha.